Hey everyone, I wanted to talk about the rebrand that's happening in Town Star, why it's happening, what do I know, and what do I think about it. In case you didn't already know, Town Star will be rebranded to Common Ground World. This is expected to happen on September 27, 2023, the same day that the movie Common Ground will be released to select theaters. And the reason I believe that this is happening, based off what they've told us as well, is for marketing reasons. You see, Gala has partnered with this movie Common Ground, and they've struck this deal where they've been able to rebrand Town Star into Common Ground World. They believe that it can attract a new audience based off all these people that watched their previous film. Common Ground has a previous film called Kiss the Ground. They've had over 6 million people watch it, over 10 million engagements, so a lot of people engage with the movie, and they want to attract this audience which has it has to do with the world, with farming, ecological farming. So it is relevant. This is a farming simulator game, and they're trying to rebrand it based off a movie that also has to do with farming, so that does make sense. But yeah, the main reason that this is happening, from my understanding, is for marketing reasons, to attract a new audience into the game, which would then help the game out. I'm also going to talk about a little bit about the new game mode coming out. I believe it's called Common Ground Mode, or maybe it'll be called something similar. Essentially, this is Town Star Forever, also known as Persistent Town Mode. This game mode has been talked about for about a year now, so it's not really new. We knew it was coming eventually, and it's expected to come very soon. It's pretty much done according to the engineers, and they're just finalizing it right now. It's going to be a game mode that's more towards casual players. So what I know from it so far is you will start off in a 5x5 town, so you're going to have very little space to work with, and the rules are going to be different. There's not going to be any wages for workers. You do not need gas in order to sell, so you'll be able to make an unlimited amount of sales, and fast forward will always be turned on. It will be the fast version of fast forward, as they call it. Right now in casual servers and competition servers, we use the accurate mode, which takes a long time to fast forward. So the fast version of fast forward doesn't actually take that long. It's just not very accurate. And the goal is to expand your farm and collect money. And as you collect money, you use that money to actually unlock a bigger farm. So maybe you'll go to a 7x7 and then a 9x9. You'll just keep getting bigger and bigger towns. Maybe we'll even get a bigger town than what we get to play with on the casual and competition servers. And it's permanent. So whatever you built there, you keep it. I'm sure there's going to be an option to completely reset the game if you want to, but the idea is that the town is permanent and you want to keep it. So that's what I know about the Common Ground mode. So now I'm going to go into the Common Ground website. So this is Common Ground website. It is commongroundfilm.org. This is the website for the upcoming movie Common Ground. Here you'll be able to see the select theaters and the show times. September 27th will be their first one on Seattle. You'll be able to watch it at the town hall, and they'll have a couple more over here for the next couple of days after that. And as you can see, this is all the theaters right now that will be showing the movie, and I believe what the goal is, they want to sell enough tickets to fill up these movie theaters to get the attention of other movie theaters and encourage them to play the movie in their movie theater, because right now they're just doing some movie theaters. They're obviously not doing a lot of them. But yeah, you can also buy these tickets from the Gala game store and purchase packages where you buy tickets for other people to watch the movie. I should talk a little bit about the movie. So yeah, Common Ground is a movie based off saving the planet, basically. The best way I can summarize it is by reading this sentence right here. The film explores how regenerative agriculture can help heal the soil, our health, and the planet. So this is an educational documentary to teach you about practices in farming that'll help save our planet, basically. They have a previous film before this called Kiss the Ground. I'm going to talk more about Kiss the Ground because I can share more stats about that, since Common Ground is a brand new movie. It's going to be part of Gala film, but since it's not released, there's not a whole lot I can talk about here, since there's not too much we know about it. I have seen the trailer for it. It looks cool. It looks high quality. They got famous actors, well-known people in this this movie. Let me go to Kiss the Ground. So they have their own website, kisstheground.com. Kiss the Ground is the first movie, Common Ground is the second movie, so it is important that we also talk about Kiss the Ground. What I was able to find out here is based off some searches and what's on this website right here. It seems like over 6 million people have watched the Kiss the Ground movie, which is also a documentary, and it says here 10 million people have engaged with this film, and the film is also on Netflix. So right now, if you have Netflix, you can watch it there. It's also available in some other places. I personally have not watched the movie. One day I'll check it out. I've searched reviews and stuff. The reviews overall seem positive. Like, I've looked around, it doesn't have thousands of reviews, but it has a couple hundred, and yeah, for the most part they're positive. I've even checked Rotten Tomatoes. Audience score for a couple hundred reviews is very high. It's actually good scores, but I've never seen the movie, so I can't really tell you my opinion on that. Maybe I'll watch the movie one day and share my opinion on the movie Kiss the Ground. Maybe also do it for Common Ground, but we'll see. There's not a whole lot of information I can talk about these movies other than that. They're educational documentaries about saving the world. I'm gonna leave the link to both of these sites in the description of the video in case you want to check them out, but I'm just able to talk about what I know about this so far. So now I'll just talk about my opinion a bit. First of all, I'm not a big fan of the name change. I prefer the name Town Star over the name Common Ground World. I do like the idea of this being able to attract a new audience of players, or a bigger audience of players, because the game needs more players and it needs more people spending money, because in order for play and earn to actually work, we need people to actually be spending money. That's the only way it can work. If we don't get a new audience in, if we don't get people encouraged to spend money, play and earn is not going to work. And I know that play and earn is a very important concept for people. They absolutely want it to work, and play and earn is coming soon. They're still working on that. They'll have light paper out soon. That's all I know about that right now. Overall, I'm very neutral about this change. I don't know whether to be excited right now or worried. That's just my honest opinion. Really, we'll see. In a couple of weeks, we will see how this has an effect on Town Star. We will actually see if there will be thousands of new players coming into the game, wanting to check it out, wanting to see what it's all about. I have no idea how they'll actually market this. Like, what are they planning to do? Are they planning to put an advertisement for the game at the end of the film or something? You know, I have no idea, because the film's already coming out before this new game mode and rebrand is coming out, so I think it would have to be done after. But yeah, only time will tell. We'll see in a couple of weeks or months how this has an effect on our beloved Town Star game, which will be called Common Ground World by then. I'm still going to obviously keep making content, because when it comes to the game, I like the game. It's not just because it's named Town Star. I like the whole gameplay, the competitions, and all of that is still going to remain. Obviously, you're still going to have your casual mode. You're still going to have your competitions. You're still going to have your rewards. Daily challenges are still coming back. The NFTs will still be there. The one thing I do want to talk about the NFTs is in the new game mode, the utility for those NFTs will be slightly different, but they'll still have the same utility in the competitions, only because the new game mode, it works a little bit differently. So some of the utilities won't make sense, so they have to adjust the utilities so they give you an advantage in some different way. That's what was shared in the last Town Star MA, so I just thought I wanted to mention that. But yeah, that's all I can talk about for this, all I know. But yeah, we'll see how it actually goes. Hopefully it goes well. I hope you found this informative or entertaining, and I want to know what you think about this whole rebranding thing. You think it's going to be overall positive? You think it's a bad thing? To be honest, I think it's gonna be positive, but only time can tell. So yeah, do leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. I will be making Common Ground World content as I usually do. And yeah, if you want to help support the channel, there's links in the description on how to do so. And as always, I appreciate your support and thank you for watching.